Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. I welcome you to this episode of legal literature. This will be our episode 2 of legal literature series. Now, the last time I had informed you that we are going to talk about the Tenant and Landlord Act 2019 as passed. We are supposed to discuss the salient features as espoused under that act. One, as you may be aware, any agreement or any contract may be oral or may be written, but the exception with this particular act, it provides that if the rent in issue exceeds 500,000 shillings, then it makes it mandatory that a tenancy agreement must be written. Now, other common or could be even implied terms like conducive environment for other tenants, not damaging the property, ABCD, they are all captured in this act. What makes it very, very interesting when it comes to rent payment, it has fixed rent to be in Uganda shillings. It provides that all rent payment should be made in Uganda shillings. We have people and we've had apartments where rent is paid in dollars. So this act makes it mandatory that all payments relating to landlord-tenant relationship as rent should be made in Uganda shillings. Yeah. And also it has made it, they also provide that rent should not be increased beyond 10% of the original rent. Meaning if you are paying, for example, 1M, the landlord should not increase beyond 10% of 1M. Okay, so that kind of protects the interest of the tenants. Yeah, basically, this act cuts across all spheres of life. The landlord has a leeway, the tenants are also protected. In other words, so for the landlords and tenants, I know they may and must welcome this act because it does protect the two sides. Now, this act also, when we're looking at rent payment, provides that rent must be paid and accrues on the date and time as agreed between the two parties. Meaning if rent is supposed to be paid on the first day of the month, that's when rent accrues, and this act says that that rent is recoverable by all means by the landlord, provided that you have such terms of recovery in the agreement. Okay, now when it comes to rent increment, this act provides that at least the landlord should give a notice of about 3 months, 90 days to the tenant that at the lapse of the 90 days or the 3 months, rent shall be increased, and you should state the amount, the new incremental dues, so that the tenant will be at liberty to weigh his stay or either to vacate their premises. Now, this act also provides for security deposit. Now, security deposit is that amount that you pay as security for your stay, that in case tomorrow you're leaving and there are some damages on the property, the landlord can use your security to repair. Now, some of the tenants have been disgruntled about this whole thing of security deposit. For most of them want to pay rent as agreed, the duration as agreed, without the security deposit. But this law makes it agreeable, makes it a point of agreement between the landlord and the tenant, but it says you can pay security deposit to help the landlord secure